thoughts. Manchester United nil, Hull City 2. Very disappointing match, not going to lie to you. I think, again, same thing over half time. The team just did too slow. I don't think it's for a want of effort. I think it's just more of a case where Hull City dealt with Manchester United's possession-based football, I guess. Carrick had said that United would be a team who play with and command more possession. We've seen that, but having possession in football is not the be-all end-all. You need to do something with the ball. You need to create chances to score goals and actually score the goals and win the matches. Do I think this is a reflection of how the rest of the season will be? No. But at the same time, first impressions do last, especially with a fan base who I think is a bit impatient. It's been over a decade since we have won the Premier League, and when it is, the club makes certain signings, the club has been yearning, the fans have been yearning for winning a Premier League trophy for a number of years. When you have your opening day against a team that's newly promoted, I'm not saying football is not something where you have an entitlement to a right. You don't have a right to win. The ball is round. Any team can win. But at the same time, when it's your opening day, you're playing against a side that's newly promoted. I think it's fair of the fans, I guess, to expect a win in a match like this. And the team failed to deliver. I think you have a few players who, really put out the effort today. I think Bruno was a bit, I don't want to use the term poor, but I don't think that's the Bruno that we're used to. I think Mbeumo had a few moments in the match, that attempt with the bicycle kick, and a few chances. He had a flat game. You get me? So like, if you're supposed to rate it out of 10, you'd probably give like a 5.5 or a 6. I think the more impactful players were, I think Mazraoui was decent. I think Tielemans today. I know that Tielemans is a I wouldn't say a world class player. I know that he's a really good player, but I think today wasn't his type of game. I think Tielemans is really slow. You get me? I say, and this is not me, bashing the player, but I think that's just one of his many disadvantages. I think he's really good with technique. I think he's really good with passing. I think he's an excellent shooter at the ball. But in terms of athleticism, I think he's just really not below par. But you'll catch him on the counter attack, just being a bit too slow with the ball, and then you just take the ball off hand foot. I think running from opponents, that's not his strong suit at all. He's one of those players where you just have him anchoring and he's spraying the ball forward. If you need him for run on them thing there, it's just really and truly not going to work out that well. Who else? I think Rashford came on. Rashford was electric when he came on today. I don't care what anybody else wants to say. Rashford was one of the, if not the best, Rashford was one of the best players on the field today. I think Lacey came on and did well, but I think Rashford really got people kind of off their seats in terms of the fact that, like, when him get the ball, his first touch on the ball was him running at defenders. And I think that is the type of move that gives a team hope in terms of, if we're going to create a chance and score. Unfortunately, it never worked out, but I genuinely do think, like, he has the mindset now where he just wants to get his head down and play football. Please, people, make a beseech you, come off Rashford back. Get off Rashford back. I think the man just needs some time for us breeze out and just play ball. I don't think he need the constant criticism, the constant talking down, and I think he just need the bag of negative press and negative media. I think he's had enough. I think he's shown that he just wants to come out and play football, and you should allow him to do that. The team selection today, I cannot say Carrick got it wrong, because really and truly, and again, we lost, so really and truly, I don't have the right to say this, but I think Manchester United should be in a position where it does not matter the team that we put out, we should be beating Hull City, a newly promoted side. Again, yeah, I know say the ball is round and anything can happen, but it's fair of it to have that expectation. They're just coming up into the Premier League. You've been in the Premier League for forever, really and truly. So, I won't have much to say about the team selection. I do think, however, probably Dorgu wasn't the best fit for this match. Kind of weird to say being that he's played against Arsenal and Man City and all of those teams and scored. But when you're playing a team who is going to sit back and play a low block, you're going to need players who are creative and can dribble. I think he's a powerful player. I think he is quick, but I don't think he's that good with his feet in terms of dribbling. I think Rashford has that over him, Cunha has that over him, even Lacey has that over him. I just don't think today was the right match for him. I think when you're playing a team like an Arsenal, I think he'll be a good fit because it's going to be more of a physical contest and the flow of the match is going to be a bit more even. But I don't think today was the right fit for Dorgo at all. Then again, Ahmad wasn't in the team, so I can probably see why he chose that starting lineup. But I think if we had Rashford, and it's easy to say now because hindsight is 2020. But I think if we had Rashford at the starting of the match, the result would have been a bit different. I also know that he doesn't have much leg room with the centre back pairing, but Maguire was really good today. But I think Heaven still needs a good time to gel into the team. I know he's played practically all of the pre-season matches, but you can still see that little hint of I wouldn't say naivety, but inexperience, I guess, because he's young. I think he's like 19 or 18 or something like that. So he still need a little more time for mature and grow into that role. So again, I'm all for giving young players grace. You never see me talking down on a young player. But I think this was a match where some of the more senior players needed to step up and they failed to do so. I don't think we need to be pushing the panic buttons just yet. I still think we have a lot of time. But again, look at Arsenal and Coventry. Coventry was a newly promoted side. These are the type of matches where you have to literally put your foot down, start your strongest side and kill the game completely. These are the type of matches where you do that. So again, if you want to go for a title charge, it cannot be a case where you're dropping points against a team like this. We shouldn't even be playing for a draw against Hull City. We should be just going directly for the win. So we lose out 3 points. And again, I don't want it to be a case where we're looking back at the end of the season going, oh, if we had won this match and if we had won this match. Football is a game where you get your chances for kill a team and you kill the team. Yeah. I would say my man of the match today is between, fairly, I would say it's between either Harry Maguire or Marcus Rashford. Sorry for the noise on the background, but yeah, I would say it's between Harry Maguire and Marcus Rashford. Again, I know some of them don't like Marcus Rashford. I don't care. I think he came on today and did better than with the front three that was start the match. He came on and he was just electric. In all fairness though, you probably have to give Maguire because Maguire was in the opponent's 18-yard box. I take down the ball in his chest and I take shot off and go with all him weak foot. So I think in all fairness you have to give Maguire a shout. I think Maguire rightfully deserves man of the match award. But team will have to fix it up like this. Let this be the only 3 points or we drop what we can say like yeah. But I don't want to see this again. This was very disheartening. But I know it's early days yet. But we cannot keep on giving you guys excuses. The fans need better performances from the team. This not gonna cut it at all. And I think today was a prime showcasing of why we need a left back signing. I'm not saying Luke Shaw is a bad left back, but we cannot rely on Luke Shaw for the rest of the season. We can't. And that's all from me, guys.